What's up, everybody? How y'all doing this fine, beautiful evening? How is everyone doing? All right, well, we ain't got nobody in here yet. So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing this fine, beautiful evening? I know y'all are kind of sick and tired of hearing about the COVID virus. I understand that. I understand. I understand people's really tired and sick and tired of hearing about this COVID business, which I can get, which I can understand. But we have one man's story and his fight against this COVID-19. And when we start getting some people up in here, which I'm surprised there's already not people up in here, um, then we can start getting this show on the road. So yeah. So what we got to do is wait on people to get up in here to start filling up the chat. There's Rosie Wren. How are you doing, Rosie Wren? Much love. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How are you? Starkey, what's good with it? Starkey, what's good with it? I got one man's I know everybody's kind of sick and tired of hearing about the COVID virus. I understand that. But as I said at the very beginning of the show, we're going to get to one man's story. Thank you, Starkey. Thank you. How you doing, Magic Jones? Got one man's story against and his fight against the COVID virus. And if anybody else wants to jump up on here on the panel, how you doing? It's a wonderful pals live. Good to see you too, Magic Jones. Dallas Star, what's going on? I don't care, Dallas Star. I don't care. It's a wonderful pals life. How are you? Much love to you. Van's Life and Zena Payne, how are you? Much love. AIFG, how are you? It's a serious matter. It is. It is. Can y'all do me a favor? Hit that like button. Hit that like button and share this out for me. We have a special guest on the panel this fine, beautiful evening, and it's going to be his story and his fight against this against this virus. So, hello, Gregory Stewart. How are you? Much love. How are you doing, Hoover? So we got one man's story. I'm making red beans and rice, ham and beans. Yummy, Dallas. That sounds good. I'm blessed to be alive each and every day because tomorrow's never promised. That's how I'm doing. It's a wonderful pal's life. So, who wants to meet the special guest? Who's ready for the special guest to appear? I'm good, Blood. You're awesome, YouTuber. I meant what I was during out the interview. I do apologize. I do idolize you all, Rosie Wren. Thank you. You don't have to idolize me. Most hated grower says, "Go Cowboys." You didn't have to do it, but you did. Pow! That's for my brother. Most hated grower. Thank you, my dude. I do appreciate you, my brother. I have a video coming soon. Now I'm unsure of what the purpose or not, but it's the point of my channel. You make up your mind. Exactly right. I do agree. Appointed times. So without further ado, let's bring up the special guest. Let's like and share this out. We can get some people up in here and let's hear this man's story and his fight against this COVID virus. So, without further ado, let's welcome my brother, Firefist. How you doing, my man? Can you hear me, Fire? How you doing, Creeping? I think he froze. How you doing, Flowback? Much love to you. Ooh, that sounds good, Dallas Star. That sounds good. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Exactly right, Doc Dawson. How are you? Fire Fist, you're cutting in and out, my brother. You're cutting in and out. You're froze. Can you hear me? How you doing, Montana? How you doing, Montana Zone? Montana Zone, sorry. Yes, you are frozen, Fire. You want to leave? You want to leave the panel and come back? Oh, you moved a minute. How you doing, Goose Sports? Fire, Fire. If you want to leave the panel and come back, bro. How you doing, Naomi? Much love to you. Welcome to the channel. How you doing, West Haven? Much love, much respect to everyone. Yeah. Fire Fist. If you want to come back to the, if you want to exit the panel and come back, there we go. Yeah, come back. So yeah, guys. We're while he works on his technical difficulties. This man had the coronavirus, and his whole family had it. And this is his story. And if anybody wants to if anybody wants to ask him questions, that's what he's here for. Anything that you can think of that so yeah, can you all do me a favor and like and share this out, please? Because this is going to hopefully be an awesome stream. Make sure you're grabbing and connecting to everybody, guys, please. I had 20 people up in here. Now I'm 14. What's going on, Ghostly? How you doing, my man? Cunning Oak, how are you? Much love to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I'm waiting on my special guest to get back up here. I'm waiting on my special guest to get back up here. He was just up here. He had internet problems or something, so let's hope he can get this fixed. And how you doing, Pin? How you doing? Much love to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I just liked. Thank you, Creepin. Thank you. I do appreciate that. So I hope everybody's why is people leaving, man? I swear. Had 20 people up in here. Now I'm down to 12. 8 people just said, blood, you are not worth it. I am out of here. You're garbage. Maybe, Jack. Maybe. I think they are opening the Hello T Studio. I think they are opening it too soon, is my opinion, Jack. I think that there's going to be people. I think there's going to be people that is still affected by this, even after they open it, and I think it's going to get worse, in my opinion. What's going on, Dice Golden? How are you? I'm waiting on my special guest to get back up here. He was just up here. He had internet issues. How you doing, Ghostly Entertainment, my man? Most hated grower. I hope you're still in here. If you care, you will share. Exactly right, Flowback. I agree. So I'm waiting on my brother, Fire Fist, to get back up here. I don't know if he's having internet connection problems or what. Oh, yeah, I understand that, Coming Oak. I completely understand that. Hold on, he just texted me. Hold on just a second. Man, come the fuck on. Bullshit. Okay. All right. He will be back up here momentarily. He has to restart his computer. So, yeah, guys, while we talk, he is resetting his computer, and he will be coming back up. How you doing, James Gape? How you doing, my man? So while we're waiting on my friend and his story to tell you about his fight and his oh, thank you. It's a wonderful pal's life. Thank you. Much love to you. So while we are waiting on him, don't worry. Starkey is getting all of her fake accounts and liking the stream. Isaac, what's going on, my man? I don't think Starkey has any fake accounts. But as long as she's liking, that's all I care about. Like and share, you guys. Thank you. It's a wonderful pal's life. Thank you. I help out, guys. Yeah, Ghostly. If you guys do not have anybody in the chat, feel free to grab them up while we're waiting. While we're waiting on my friend to get up here to share his story. So feel free to grab up people. Everybody in the chat's awesome. Everybody in the chat deserves deserves a viewing. So I know we're kind of at a technical difficulty right now. I'm waiting on him, and I'm losing viewers as we speak. So I do apologize, guys. I do apologize, but I promise he will be back. Thank you. It's a wonderful pal's life. I do appreciate that. As I said, I'm waiting on him. Jesus Christ, I'm burning up. I'm trying to talk to everybody because we watch videos in full. Like the video, share the video, tweet them out, and leave a comment down below. Exactly right, Doc Dawson. I do concur. I do agree. You're here. You're here to the end. Why? Thank you. I thank you very much. Hey, I wish I could join members, but ran out of money in the last stream helping him out. I'm sorry. Hey, Ghostly, it's not a problem, my man. I'm not asking anybody. Hey, Colorado Car Crew, why did you stink my bathroom up? Hey, I had to go, Colorado, my man. I had to go, bro. I really had to go. I really had to go. How you doing, Nick Paul? How you doing, Todd F? Welcome to the channel. I'm waiting on my buddy Fire Fist to get back up here and to share his story, his fight against this coronavirus that's going on, and hopefully he can get back up here because I'm trying to have you guys stay in here while I'm waiting on him. Jesus Christ. Hey, Jim's Journey Grace, how are you doing? Jim's Journey is awesome. Y'all need to check that amazing woman out. Amazing channel. Y'all need to check out each of the Colorado Card Crew. You need to check him out. Ghostly Entertainment, Todd F. Robin Banks, how are you doing? Sounds interesting. How you doing, Robin Banks? Much love to you. Thanks for joining. How are you? So yeah, it is interesting, Todd. It's just I'm waiting on him to get back up here. So, he had to restart computer. I'm hoping the 6 feet rule and other ends very soon, May 1st. Well, Jack Dawson, most of the things about this is most people ain't even listening about the 6 feet rule. So, it's really not doing any good. And I think the people are opening it way too soon. I get paid once a week on May 1st. I'd be a member for sure. It's not a problem, Ghostly, not a problem. How you doing, 96 gal? How are you? So I'm waiting on him, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is a delayed show. I do apologize. But yes, what this guy is talking about, what Ghostly is talking about is I have a join button. If anybody like to be a member of the chat, you got or a member of the channel, you get different emojis and stuff like that, badges and stuff that nobody else gets. Just like it's a wonderful pal's life. She's putting out the stuff right now. So thank you. It's a wonderful pal's life. Thank you. Take your time. No, I can't take my time because I'm waiting on him. And it's kind of putting a delay on the show. So yeah. But I do appreciate all of you all being here. Hopefully he will get to come up and share his story. I just wish the horrible comments in my comment section would stop. I agree there, Gemma. I agree. You don't deserve it. You do not deserve it. Nobody deserves horrible comments. I don't leave my house, so I don't know what people are doing out there. I live in a small community, so we kind of look out for each other. Exactly right, Robin. Exactly right. How you doing, Fail Army? Much love, my brother. Hello, and hit the freaking like button and share this out. Thank you, Fail Army. I'm waiting on Fire Fist. He's been up here once, but his computer crashed, so he had to restart. Blood X, did you have a good day? I did have a good day. I did. How you doing, Chrysler? Much love to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Much love to you, my man. I had a pretty good day. Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. Justin, what's going on, my man? Justin Boozman's up in the building. That's an awesome coin channel. You need to check that amazing man out. So while I'm waiting on my guest here, guys, while I'm waiting on my guest to arrive, I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. And just being who you are. Hey, my beautiful, sexy wife, SDMF Vampire, is up in the building, up in the chat. So if anybody like to come up while I'm waiting on my buddy to get back up here, and come up here and thank you, Appointed Times. If anybody like to come up here and share their story a little bit. No, not all the way, Vampira. Not all the way. I did not. Jesus criminies, it don't take this long to start a computer. There he is. He's back. And he's back. What's going on, Fire? How you doing, my man?
So, guys, I apologize. I had a couple of malfunctions. My internet went crap.
What's going on, fans? How are you?
It'll be crazy. It was to upload and like 296 gigabytes, where you call it download. It was bad, but I think it was because of the time.
All right, everybody. This is
what's up, Mr. Blood's chat.
This is my special guest of the day. His name is Fire Fist, and him and his family has had the coronavirus. And this is his story about the fight and the struggle that he has had, him and his family has had with the coronavirus. Just my boozman, just because you're awesome guy, my brother. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Pow! Thank you, Justin. You're awesome, brother. You really are. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So, how you doing there, Mr. Fire Fist? How are you? Thank you for becoming. Thank you for.
I'm hanging in there, man. There.
Yeah, I could tell your internet's acting up. I could tell, and this is definitely not you. You didn't have to do exactly right, Vampira. So, Fire Fist, let's start this. Let's start this interview off. So, what was one of your first signs? What was one of the things that you noticed about you that that you had or suspected that you had the coronavirus?
Oh, hold on. I barely heard you, but I heard your question was, what was the first like stage that I knew that something was going on
Yeah.
with my symptoms?
Yes.
Or okay, well the first I got the symptoms when I started eating something and it just tasted horrible, and I felt like I had lost my sense of smell and sense of taste. And it was specifically anything salty. It just tasted horrible. Like I couldn't. It it tasted really bad. And then the next symptom I had the following day, I knew something was off. I had a fever, high fever.
You had a high fever. All
Yep.
right. So, take us back a little bit, Fire. Take us back to a little bit of, what had happened, during the stages, during your battle and during your fight with this.
Okay. During my stages, first thing, I called pretty much a hotline, and I called just to take the took 3 or 4 days, and they they pretty much asked my symptoms. I told them I had the hotline, and I told them, look, I have this and this symptoms. I had a fever at the time. I had a little bit of shortness of breath, high fever, stomach problems, as you can imagine, and they told me, okay, yeah, we'll let you know to take the test. And I would say a couple days later, I took the test, and then I didn't get my results for 4 days. But I kind of knew I had it because it's something you you kind of have it off. Like you you had something, and you're just like, wait a minute, something ain't right, and you're like, yeah, I kind of know I had it at that point
All right.
because my siblings had it, so before me.
All right. So I'm not going to give out what you do as a profession, for what you do on your job, but your job has a lot to do with how you caught it and why you caught it. Correct?
There's a good chance, yes. I think I probably got it in my profession.
All right. All right. What
Or
vampire
I
Vampira wants to know what kind of stomach problems. What did it feel like?
what it felt like to me. I feel
Yeah.
like think about best way I could put it after the first time. What I felt like. It felt like if you worked out for the first time or you swung uh, 20 laps and you haven't done it in a day of your life and you feel super tired, you best way I could put it, I just felt like crap. And I'm just like, I just felt like crap. It felt like a regular flu through my experience.
Okay. So take us a little bit through the process of what you're doing, about take us through the symptoms type of thing. Take us through what you did when you found out, and what you when you found out you had it, and what you did to recover from this.
Well, first thing first, a mass team take the test, and when I found out I had it, I just quarantined myself in the room, and they told me warning in your household for 14 days. So I did that. So I pretty much everybody in my house is quarantined. Like in my room, sister being in her room, parents in their room, brother being in his room, and everybody like worked together with this. So
96 gal, he's cutting in and out because his internet is really bad right now, and he apologizes for that.
Internet test real quick.
Yeah, his internet is horrible right now. He's cutting in and out horribly bad on my end, too. Well, Isaac Nix, this kid Fire Piss has low energy. Well, Isaac Fist or Isaac Hawks, you would
like 2. I'm checking it right now. It's like 2.3 megabytes.
Oh my God, that's horrible, bro.
Or it's 4. I think it's at this time too. I think it's this time they start kicking down. Yeah, hold on. Cut in and cut out.
Vampire wants to know, what was your oxygen level going down to? Did your oxygen level go down at all during this?
Dry call. But hold on.
You're cutting in and out horribly bad, bro. I mean, your internet's bad right now.
Yeah, I'm off.
Yeah, you're bad. There you go.
Easy speed.
There you go. Now I can hear you. Now you're moving.
Oh. Okay, I'm back. So, okay, I'm back. Back now. Am I good now?
Yeah, you are. You're good. For now, you are.
I'm going like I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing your little pop up, doing a little loading, buffering thing, and then on my end, I'm just like, what the heck? But I'll try to answer as best I could do. So, what was the question that Vampire asked?
Okay, Vampire wants to know, what was your oxygen level going down to, if at all?
No, my oxygen level was normal. I just had a shortness of breath. It wasn't severe or anything like that. It was with me. I'll give you a little background about me. I'm healthy. I have a good diet. I'm in pretty good shape. I played sports, multiple sports. Have I noticed anything like me? It's the best way to put it. I felt like, yeah, the only type of symptoms I felt like maybe oxygen is the fact that I was just a little bit more tired. Like I like working out. It wasn't anything. Look, I'm like, I didn't have those symptoms. Or it was affecting my lungs. I mean, I did sound like. You remember I talked to you on the phone. I was sound like
you sounded
like a drug addict, but
yeah, you did.
I sounded a little bit off. I sound like a drug addict, or yeah, that's the best way I could put it. I sounded like, yeah, I was sick. I was sick.
Yeah, he sounded really bad over the phone, really bad.
But it wasn't life. It wasn't life threatening. Or luckily, it wasn't life threatening.
96 girl wanted to know how many days since you've had this, and she's glad you're feeling better.
How long have I had this?
Yes,
I've had since I take the test, or how long? I think I've had it since March, maybe like the 28th of March.
You've had this since March 28th.
Yeah, so it's about a month.
Okay, and I like these panels. Keep doing them, blood. Thank you, Ghostly. Hey, Premier. What would do people in your eyes? What kind of stuff should people not do and to prevent from getting this virus? In your recommendation.
Well, one, my recommendation, obviously, if you go out, I recommend you wear a mask and don't get one of those BS masks that look you reuse it, blah blah blah. It's like the best way to put it. Think of it like crap. People don't like dealing with crap. If you smell it, you look at it and be like, ew, ew, ew. If you think it that way, that'll be your best bet. Whatever you think you touch, make sure if you're gonna touch this continuously, like hard surfaces or anywhere that other people might be in contact, try to wipe it down with sanitize, all clean. And I would tell you if you have like the symptoms like me, stay away from your best bet. Stay in your room, and if you have family members that don't have it or you have it, at least be able to be cognizant being around them. Like, don't go up close to them. Obviously, the 6 feet rule. I think that's a bunch of baloney. I think they're saying that if you cough or sneeze, it's really 13. But my thing is, if you have cell phones, try to be in contact to each other that way. Don't, if you know you're using something somebody else has used, try to use something different. Like if you, let's say you're in a household and let's say me and he doesn't have, I don't, and I have it. Let's say we have more than one bathroom. I'd recommend he use the other bathroom and I use one, but I still have to clean that bathroom.
Um,
Second of all,
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
second of all, make sure. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you a little thing you should get. I did. Hold on, give me a second. I recommend get these.
What
These
one?
are wet ones. So, yeah, just if you do go out, get one of these. So, let's say you touch something or you go outside. I recommend you wipe your hands with these and then throw them away. And even if you gotta wipe something down, you can use these. I'm not saying these are the best. You need something on you, at least.
Okay.
And
There's a question in the chat fire. They want to know what state are you in?
well, I'm in the state that has the worst, the worst,
So that would be New
worst
York.
cases.
That would be New York, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going on, Big Heck?
There's a
How are you?
lot of people.
Is it true? Is it true up in the state of New York that they are having semi trailers, refrigerated semi trailers there for the bodies that's dropping, just dropping like it is? Is that true?
I'll give you an idea. Like this is a rough estimate. Just think of 700 people dying every single day. This virus. So they putting people in trailers. They're putting them in like big giant trailers, pile them up in the trailers, and then they'll use like big giant like graveyards. Like they're using islands or big plots of land, and then using those as graveyards. And put and then a bunch of they're putting like portable like like little miniature domes, like the foams. You
Yeah.
see, like at sporting events, they'll use those as like temporary sites to put the people that deceased from this. Now they'll like you call 911 or anything, depending on the circumstances. Let's say cardiac monitors over there to the hospital if they're already like pronounced dead right there. Instead of okay, if they're cardiac arrest, they could bring you an ambulance to the hospital, but that they're uh they're not even doing that.
Okay. What's going on, Big Heck? How are you doing, my
People get
man?
shot. Just just imagine like you see people shot, stabbed, those type of different stuff in the hospital. Normally going there or anything like you going there from a migrant. Just imagine now just people packed left and right in the hospitals with this virus. That's how bad it is,
Uh,
especially in the city. I think all over New York, it's been really bad. But New York City's probably has the most in, I think, the world right now.
Colorado Car Crew. I'm not allowed to give out his profession, what he does for a living. So he might be. That's all I can say, Colorado Car Crew. Real giveaway guy. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Pow! Thank you, real giveaway guy. You're an amazing dude. Everybody grab up real giveaway guy. He's an amazing channel. Amazing brother of mine. You got to check him out. I've heard this marked down somewhere who died from a heart attack as if they died from he appointed times wants to know, have you heard that people has been marking them down as people had heart attacks, but they've been marked down, their cause of death is the COVID-19. Have you heard of that?
Well, definitely. There's a lot there's a lot of different things that are leading to deaths with little different things that you might have not had before. And it's like this virus pretty much awakened that. So let's say you had pneumonia. Let's say you didn't know you had pneumonia or you had other problems. This disease is pretty much like that key that unlocks everything else that's bad. A lot of people getting heart attacks, a lot of people that have had blood clots, those type of stuff, and respiratory problems, and people pass away. And the fact that the oxygen levels are low, and you could be 1 second talking, and the next second you go at it. That's what the scary part of it is.
Um,
And the biggest mistake that nobody took this seriously at first. They thought, oh, look, it'd be originated from China, and look how quick it came over here. There's nothing. This disease is as bad as the last time we had something this bad was 1918 Spanish flu, which killed hundreds of thousands of people.
Okay, you have two questions, two or three question on one comment. What kind of mask do you recommend? That's one question.
I recommend. Okay. Here's my response. I recommend you get an N95 mask or a respirator mask.
Okay,
But the problem is, though, with that, it's how much you're able to spend your money on it. Because you go on eBay or anywhere else, good luck in Amazon. It's not gonna dollars. So I recommend I recommend for the best sake, try to see if you go on eBay and see their handmade people that get the handmade mask. I recommend the best masks is the ones that has a close seal to it. Yeah, those work very well, but you gotta think about it too. If you're going out, let's say grocery shop, nurse, or you're involving yourself where you're constantly dealing with this, then I recommend get the bigger respirator mask. But you go out, I think even just handmade masks you can get online or you can make them. The N95 mask probably the best how much it can take, and you're able to breathe with it. You can definitely breathe with it. Mask
okay,
they're like cloth that has if you have trouble breathing, it has like a actual breathing respirator in it. American
Okay.
one would be Amazon, or it's just another website called Etsy. ETSY. But I would recommend do not try to overstock too much because the hospital need more. They're probably need more. But if you don't have it, if you don't have it, but if you're in a household, it's blood, and I had 10, but Rin would probably. I'd have to win. You, my best response would be try not to have nothing, have something, because I don't know how you guys' budgets are going to be. It might be different from everybody's.
Okay, they want to know, do you think that cloth masks are okay or no?
The cloth masks,
Yeah.
I think they're good if you're just going out through or something convenient. You're not in flux with everybody. I recommend you get the cloth mask then, just to save you money too, because N95 masks are good luck. Good luck getting it.
And were you
This
going and were you
is gonna
going
happen.
oh, sorry.
If you knew this virus was gonna happen, let's say February, which I kind of knew this was happening, I got mad. I recommend too, if you want to invest something that might help you. Obviously, get sanitizer or the wipes. I think the wipes get them cheaper because the hand sanitizers are gonna be. You just see how much they're charging you. This make you go. But I recommend you get UV lights. Like, do you guys know what UV lights are? They're pretty much the lights that they use on phones, like to clean phones or areas. They're starting to use them. I wouldn't say put the UV light on you because you'll get cancer or you'll get the bigger in your life. But if you do that, that's one way you can do it. And two, wash your clothes. Wash your clothes if you go out. I mean, you should be
Okay.
doing that anyway, but I recommend simple stage. When you go in your house, go immediately if you have like a washing machine or dryer, wash everything, take off the clothes, and then take a shower, and then put on the new set of clothes.
Okay.
That's what I did.
And they're wanting to know, were you going out and about like in the stories and such? People aren't listening to stay home deal.
Well, what I did, I mean, when I had it, I didn't go out. I didn't go out. I had my siblings go out, or I ordered do online. But like, say I wanted something to drink. I mean, I was taken care of. I was able to like call my parents. I was able to call my brother. He was able to go out, and let's say I order something, they would take it and then they'd put it in front of my room. I would grab it, put my mask on, grab it, and then go back in my room. So it was just like not saying like I'm grounded, but the best way you could put it, if you ground yourself, the best way I,
Okay.
I was able to be able to do it. I didn't go. The only time I went out was obviously I'm gonna take a shower because I'm not dirty like that. Brush my teeth, hygiene type of stuff. But
So what would be your what kind of things do you do while you're in quarantine? What how do you keep yourself occupied? What do you do?
how do I cope myself? Well,
Yeah.
obviously you guys know. Obviously, if you guys are new, last time I was on a show, I pretty much explained it. And I stream on Twitch, and I post a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'll do like little clips on Twitch. And I recommend get some Netflix. Netflix. I watch Netflix. I watch documentaries. I watch this guy stream. I Yeah, technology can definitely cope with me. And I recommend, since I was in my room a lot, I would sit in my chair for like a couple hours, and then I would lay in my bed for a couple hours, and then I would vice versa. I would do the rolls, and I would take a couple hours, just walk around, do little things, watch what's going on. Like I know you probably guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I have in my setup in my room right now. I'm looking. I have three monitors in front of me, and then I have a TV on the left, so I can do different things, and I can do like stuff to improve my channel, like little stuff that you wouldn't think about. And I watch a lot of TV shows, and I watch a lot of sports. I'm a sports fan. I know Ren's a 49ers. No, I'm a 49ers fan. Ren's a Cowboys fan, so we go back and forth.
That's right. That's right. I am a big.
So we'll talk about sports. I'll look in the sports, all this stuff. I like looking at the little stuff to keep myself educated. I'll read here and there. I'm not really one of those guys that like reading. I'm the guy that like watching the guy. Any good recommendation TV shows? I can give you a good list.
I bet you
I
could.
can give you some good lists. I can tell you what not to watch and what to watch. I can tell you what to watch if you like fighting, if you like sports. I can tell you all these documentaries. I can tell you what to eat and not to eat. I can tell you. Oh, one thing I'll tell you what to do with eating. Look, I'm not telling. We're all not making money. I'm not making money. I make a decent amount of money, but nothing compared to everybody else. But I recommend try to eat some days healthy stuff, and then some days, look, if you gotta go to a drive-through, man, you gotta do it. I've ordered from Five Guys. It's a good place. One of my favorite burger places. I like the burgers. I've gone to every fast food, but if I had to pick a fast food place for you, bang for your buck, yeah, go to Arby's, man. You eat their turkey sandwich, man. They big giant bun, and then they put they put like slabs of turkey on there. It's good, man. That was probably the best thing I've had. I love Arby's. On a budget, another place. I mean, I don't know if it's the best option, but if you're on a budget and you have to go through a drive-through, they sell so much stuff cheap, and they're like free at this point.
Hello, Lisa Harborough. Sorry about the internet connection. Hey, Mia
And
Coins. His internet is really messing up right now. He's not his internet is horrible right now. I don't know why his internet's always been like, or not always been like this, but if there's anybody else,
it's just
you're cutting in and out really bad, Fire. I mean, horribly.
hold on, let me put the camera set and lean lower. I put on 480p. Oh. What about now?
Well, you're a little bit.
I'm putting it low.
You're on a little bit, bro.
I'm putting this low.
Right. They want to know. They also want to know: could you eat during the time you were sick?
Could I eat?
Yeah,
I could eat, but I'll tell you this. I forgot to mention this. One of the symptoms I did have, I wasn't able to eat as much. Like, let's say I eat 3 meals a day. I was probably eating 1 meal a day, and I just couldn't eat as much as I can. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I'll give you a number. Usually, I could eat like 7 or 8 slices of pizza, no problem. When I had this the virus, the most I could eat was 2, and I just felt like I was stuffed, and that was it.
So since
But
Sorry. Go ahead. Go
Oh, you
ahead.
go.
So since you have had this virus, is there anything in your daily life that you have changed or that you recommend others to do since you have had it?
Uh, I'll recommend be a lot cleaner. Make sure you wash your clothes at least multiple times. I mean, I do it, but be cognizant around who you're around and do not sleep on anything. I'm not saying being paranoid of what you're like common sense. Use some common sense. So a lot of people out there don't have common sense, man. I've seen sure everybody's seen it. You see somebody, let's say they put on the little gloves. Gloves on. I'll do a little demonstration. I'll do a little demonstration. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I just had to no vamp I timed vamp I got rid of him.
These blocks of gloves. These gloves. I'll show you what dummies will do. Show you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is what people do. It's even before even when I didn't have the virus, this is what I was seeing in stores, when I was at work, all this type of stuff. I'm just saying coworkers were doing this, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? You see, and then put on, let's say, this in the store, and then they won't take off the glove. They'll go to the next item. They'll touch that. They'll touch that. They'll literally wipe their hands on their face. They'll pick their butt, and they won't be cognizant. They're not, instead of, okay, be smart. Once you touch something, or let's say you touch something, take off the gloves, switch for another pair of gloves. This is for workers. I'm not saying general people, but be aware of what you're grabbing because you might not think. And here's a big problem: a lot of people don't realize you might not have the symptoms. You might be symptomatic, whatever they call it. You might not carry the symptoms, but you can have the virus on you because it can go on your clothes. It can go on anything. And do you think 90% of America, do you think, or around the world, do you think people are diligent enough to clean their clothes or do this and that? No, no, they're not. Just don't be those fools. I'm not telling you be paranoid, totally paranoid about it, but just think, okay, would you want to get your grandfather sick? Or would you want to get somebody sick that has a bad condition? Because I'll tell you it's true. If if you have respiratory problems or if you have any other type of problems and you get this, there's about a very good chance you won't survive it. I'm not kidding. I'm being honest. And you don't want to get your elders sick or anything like that. Because I know somebody that had it. He was lucky to survive it. But if he was somebody else, if it was me that had the same symptoms as this person or Braden had it, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. Like, there's people that I know that have passed from this. And they were healthy too. But if you have any conditioning, and I'll tell you this, I'm not gonna lie here either. But if you smoke or anybody that smokes, or if you do drugs or anything, I'm not saying you guys do drugs or anything. Don't do drugs. You guys are doing had a history with it, it can affect you even more. So just be careful with that. So don't do anything that will make it worse. Pretty much eat healthy. Be aware that you gotta clean up your stuff. You have it. And I recommend if you. My first thing, like I was like I first tested. Nothing wrong with it. What they're trying to do is the biggest thing with our country. The thing is who doesn't, and the pace that we can go. Like right now, I would say I'm the first wave, be a second wave. There's gonna be a second wave. So this virus is very sneaky. Very
Uh,
sneaky.
Susie, he has already explained his virus. He has already explained what his symptoms were. He lost taste. He couldn't taste anything or smell. Everything he did, everything he ate tasted like salt. He couldn't. He was pouring sweat really bad. He drank gallons of water, and it was pretty bad for him.
Yeah, when I had the fever, I'll tell you this. My fever, I didn't mention this. My fever was like 104, not bad, about 106. And he literally jumped in. Just imagine jumping in snow and the snow melting. Or I'm not for disclaimer mistake for his video. I'm not a medical professional. None of that. I said the most is maybe you guys would be like first aid, all that type of stuff. I'm just telling you off of my experience. I'm not trying to tell you, look, I'm 100%, but this is my opinion. I might not be 100% right, but this is the best I can give you just through my experience.
Thank you, 96 gal. Thank you for that comment. And Vamp too. Yes. Yeah, bruh. Blood has breathing problems, and we both smoke. My health problems. Ugh. I know, Vamp. We both got health problems, and yes, I have breathing problems as well. So, um, is there anything that we've left out that you would like to share with these people, Fire Fist, that we have not covered yet?
I would just say, everybody, stay safe, and hopefully we could fight this. And hopefully, like you written, or Blood, a vampire, and anybody else that I think you guys are awesome people. Just make sure you guys take care of your family and your best to stay, try your best to prevent getting this virus, because I don't want you guys getting it. Because I've seen it. I've had family members that had different symptoms. I've had people with and it could take a toll. It could take a toll on the house. I can do that through my experience. Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. And I hope we don't ever get a virus like this ever again.
That's true.
This is gonna definitely change our country.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Like, I'm not kidding about this. You can see all these other. It's gonna change. It's gonna change, and people are gonna look. I think people are gonna look at a different way. I
Um,
think we're gonna have a lot of things will happen.
Susie wants to know, are you okay now?
Here's one of my emotes for my channel. I'll give it a fist up. I'm good.
All right.
Some
So,
ginger ale. I'll tell you one thing. Drink some ginger ale. That's one of the best things. If you have like anything with you, either see some grams of ginger ale or a Canada Dry, because the other brand it's horrible. This one's good.
so
And
does anybody else have
just
any? Does anybody else have any questions for Fire Fist before I cut him loose? I don't remember what you did with an
does
umbrella.
anybody else want to come up here, man? Does anybody else want to come up here?
Well,
I like talking. There at the was the Fail Army and a couple other people. I thought you guys were awesome.
Hello, Faith in the Fallen.
Let's,
How are you?
let's start with that.
If anybody else like to come up, if anybody else would like to come up on panel and talk to Fire, talk to us about this.
This is where you feel, Army. The hat.
If anybody else like to come up on panel, talk to Fire and talk to me. I asked because I work in a medical health nurse. I have seen and heard different things all, but glad you're well. Well, Susie, Firefist has actually had the virus. That's why I wanted to interview him. That's why I wanted to get the word out there. But his internet is like really horrible right now, and I don't understand why. Hello, Donna Marie, and thank you all for being patient. It's
Oh,
bad.
thank you guys. I apologize. I don't know why my connection's going up and down. I mean, it should be better now. More, but I had my camera setting at 720, 60 frames, and I guess it wasn't working right now. It was just going starting down. So I loaded it on 360 and I'm at least able to see written. I'm able to see my camera color green too. It's my favorite color. I have
So,
2 green screens.
so thank everybody for sticking
But
around and staying here. It's not on my end; it's on Firefist's end. Is why he does he know where he got it? Sherry and Ricky want to know. Do you know where you got it from?
well, if I had to be a detective, and I think I probably got it from worked. I was in the hospital. I've seen people with it when it first came in. I've seen. I think I could be in contact with my coworkers. It could have been that. I was around a lot of people when I was at work. And this is when people weren't like, okay, like I'll give you an idea. Like in New York, you have to wear a mask when you're outside. Now they made that official before. It was like no, you didn't have to unless you were in the hospital. At that point, when I remember going to the hospital and seeing people, when people were like, okay, you might get one patient, you start hearing about it, and then give it like a week later, oh, it looked like the apocalypse just happened. Have you seen like best way I could put it? You just see maybe a week later, it just seems like an invasion or a war. Hospital, nurses, doctors, all this type of stuff, doing so much. Like it's pretty crazy. Like honestly, I think we didn't take it seriously. That's I think everybody thought okay, they think it's no like swine flu or something bogus. Like Ebola could be serious. They wouldn't think it would go this far.
So my question to you is: do you think this virus is real? Because most people are out here saying most people are out here saying that they don't know if it's real or not. So you, as a person that has had it, you can actually say yes, it is real. Correct?
It's real, and I couldn't hear you. Was you said the virus is real and should we take it seriously?
Yes.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm in probably the worst state. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to be.
Could
Oh,
you turn
look,
on the
do
mic?
not
Could you
think.
turn
Oh,
on the
look, I'm
mic,
25.
music there, Rosie?
Sure. Hang on.
I would say take this. Is just the fact that look at death rate. It's high, very high. I think it's New York's first, and then was it Jersey? Yeah, I believe Jersey was next, and then Louisiana, which I'm surprised. And then was it California? But I would tell you take it seriously. I'm not telling you it's World War III where you have to go buy every ammo rounds and everything like that. I mean, will that ever happen down in the future? Yes. I would tell you if you're a gun expert to go buy your guns. But do it legally. But don't be one of these people. I'll tell you these people that will buy 100,000 masks. And for what reason? Why would you use 100,000 masks? Just be conservative. Like, let's say you get these masks or you go grocery shopping too. Gonna buy just do what's gonna last a certain amount of days. Just have a plan.
Sorry about that, but I just had to do some stuff for just a few seconds. So, yeah, Fireface, I understand what you've been through. I do understand what you've been through these past years, because I've been through some of them myself, and it's hard. Hell, I'm even turning
Okay.
I'm even turning 21 in 8 days. 21. I'll be 21 in 8 days.
Hello, Chocolate Chip Minnie Mouse. How are you? How you doing, Melvin Cooking? Kitty, how are you?
Well,
Boston.
I would just tell you just be safe and just.
So,
I would tell you, was it Rosie?
yes, it's Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie. I would tell you. Obviously, it seems like you're taking it seriously, but you keep it that way, and you do what's best. That's going to protect your family. That's the best thing I could say at this
Hello,
time.
Sherry.
But just
Yeah.
don't be paranoid about it. But just have a plan.
Yeah.
If you have a plan, I think you'll be strong.
Yep. And that is why I stay inside most of the time, because most days it's like this. My mom comes over every week on Wednesdays if it's not raining, and then we go on bike rides. And I get nervous because she might catch this virus that's been going around here. She might catch it and all that. So I get worried about her on those bike rides. I get really worried about her. Like, she's not wearing protection or anything. She's not wearing anything for protection. She's not wearing a mask. She doesn't have a mask, and I get so worried about her. I get worried.
Cause I don't know the rules of where you're at, how they quarantine people, or how they want in the states like New York, compared to like Indiana, they might have certain rules where in New York you have to wear a mask when you're out there.
Yeah, but
They're not saying you have to wear the N95 mask. Does she? If that's the case, I mean, I would try talking with her. Look, I've seen people. I've seen people. I've heard stories people dying. I mean, I know people. This is just me. I know personal people that I've been in high school with that they're the same age as me, 26. I'm 26. That passed from this. So try. I'm not saying you don't want. I don't want the worst to happen, but maybe give her. Just have her be more aware of the situations that look, it can happen, and you got to take it
yes, it can
seriously. So if
happen.
you don't,
It can happen. Because people have been dying from this virus. I mean, a country singer at 61 died of this virus. Ever heard of that?
well, I could say this: there's been a lot of people that have passed away from this, famous people, and
Yeah, it's true.
if you're if you're an elder, if you're older, you don't want this. I'm saying you don't want this because I'm not saying it's one of those diseases. It's one of those diseases that if you have any type of if you have any medical or just in general, you could be healthy too. And this, let's say you do survive this disease will open up other problems later on. it can lead to other heart problems. It could lead to different things. But
Well,
she maybe
I'm I am a very young person. I'm almost 21, and as you must know, I'll be 21 in 8 days, and I'm still worried about bike riding and all that. Am I supposed to have a mask on while bike riding, or am I supposed to be maskless on bike riding?
I would definitely wear a mask. I'm not saying you have to wear the N95 mask, but I would, like I was saying before, I don't know if you were hearing it. When I said earlier, Blood probably heard me. It's better to have something than nothing at this point. They do make masks. I'm pretty sure if you ride a bike, they have people that wear these masks that'll cover it, that can cover it, like those, uh, I kind of have like like the winter mask you put over your head and all that type of stuff, but you can get it the half mask. You buy one of those, they're like $5 or
Yeah.
$10. You can do that while riding out there. I just recommend
All
her
right,
just
I could
wearing
do that.
something. I recommend
Yeah, I could do
do
that.
that. Like it's better. It's like saying it's like going into a battle. It's better to have something than nothing. You might not have everything. Like I was saying, the N95 masks are pain in the butt to get. If you can get somebody to make masks, they make look. If you looked at like Arnold from Terminator, he got his mask custom made. He had a little Terminator mask on it. If she likes bike rides or if she likes
Did you
fall,
just say Terminator? I like that
yes,
movie.
well, he showed a little thing where he's taking preventative measures, and he had a little mask, a cloth mask, and he had a customly
Yep,
design, and he put that on
yep.
riding bikes. Yeah, like a vampire. Like you see what she's wearing? That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
can
of like an
see it.
idea. Emo
She
bandana.
looks good with that mask on. I like it.
Yeah, she likes skulls too.
So, Vampira, did you have a question for Fire Fist while you was up here on panel, honey?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what his stomach cramps was like for pain.
All right. When I had my stomach pains, I had to go to
No,
the bathroom.
she
Just
wanted
think.
to know what it was like.
All
Was
right.
it bad?
So
What was it?
when I usually got it, I'd have to use the bathroom. Just imagine having to go to the bathroom 3 or 4 times. Just think of you eat really bad ramen, it pretty much destroyed my stomach. Like I think I probably lost like 4 or 5 pounds from doing it. That's the earlier stages when it hit me pretty hard, the worst. Like I'm just like I couldn't eat anything else. I had to buy those not the Gatorades. I mean Gatorade did help, but I bought on Amazon. It took like forever to get it, but I bought those like electrolyte drinks because I was losing too much weight. I pretty much had diarrhea. And if anybody wants to know, that is a symptom. That is a symptom of having it.
Did you have your stomach pain in any specific area?
Uh, the best way I could put it, I had the bubbles. Just imagine the lower stomach. I had the bubbles. I'm like, oh, I had to go run in the bathroom. Like stomach pains was normal, but this is what I heard from. I'm not gonna say specifically, but in my household, person had more severe case of it. He had blood clots in the lungs and his legs, and off of this, he was telling me if he breathed, it would hurt. It would hurt. Like it just felt like somebody stabbed you. The more severe. This is off of somebody in my household that had it, and it can lead to other problems.
So do you think?
Yeah,
So do you think there's
I
as
any?
was
I
just
said,
curious on that because I've been having stomach pains real bad, and I didn't know, I came in contact or anything.
Oh, and I'll tell you this: like they had to stick a tube up this person in my house in their nose, and literally when he sneezed, just imagine like a big pile of blood coming out. And they say he's lucky to survive this because if this was pretty much anybody
Did
else.
you have a dry cough?
Yeah, I had a dry cough. Like let's say I cough like that, it would hurt a little bit. It would hurt a little bit, but it was nothing like other people in my household. They had way worse.
So no
Like the
mucus or
best way I
nothing
could put it
coming
was
up?
like if I had to put like out of 10, it was probably like the cough was maybe like a 3 or 4. It's not like bronchitis. I don't know if you guys ever had experienced bronchitis, but it's not like bronchitis.
I've experienced bronchitis before.
Yeah, that hurts. I've had it when I was younger, but it's a pain in the butt. But if most people, the best way I could put it, me, I'm really healthy. I'm saying if you had to go by, okay, if you're super, super, super healthy, you'll have my symptoms. But if you're not, if you're older, or any of the things I said that it can appear to you, this is what I was told from my family member, that it feels like, the best way to put it, it feels like bronchitis. Like, just think of bronchitis
Is somebody
in
piping
your
a lot?
lungs.
Because
And
I'm
just,
hearing a lot of backfeed from someone.
I think it might be Impara. I don't know
I
if
think
it's
it is.
been.
Hold
My
on, Vamp.
thumb's
I'm going to
back.
mute you for a minute. Yep. Yep, it's you, Vamp. The backfeed's coming from you.
All right, I'm getting ready to jump off here, but I want to at least say happy early birthday to Rosie.
Thank you, Impara. Thank you.
You know what, Rosie? Your birthday's the same day Blood's is.
April the 29th.
That's my birthday.
I give him his birthday
That's Blood's
punches.
birthday.
Oh my gosh. We might be related, we might be related, blood. We might be brother and sister. Or husband and wife.
No, that's my wife right there, Rosie.
I'm kidding. I'm just. I like to play around like that, blood. It's just a joke.
I understand. I understand that.
So,
Hey,
you do know that I'm turning 21 that day, right?
well, I do now. Yes, I do now.
And by the way, Rose is not my real name. It's my nickname.
Well, you're not supposed to say your real name here on the panel. Don't say your real name.
I'm not going to unless I
All
have
right,
to.
Blood, I'm going to jump off here.
Okay, Vampire, I love you. I'm going to end the stream probably
Thank
here within the next, probably next 15, 20 minutes, Vamp.
Thanks,
Gosh, I
Fire.
want to marry you, Blood. I want to marry you so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm already taken there, Rosie.
He's
I'm
already
sorry.
taken. Sorry.
I'm kidding.
Blood's he's already taken, man.
Yeah, I'm already taken.
All right, I think it's about time to
What
drop
about
this.
you, Firefist? Are you taken? Premier Hell! Hey, man!
What's going on, Premier?
I eat every single sucker in the house.
You got a little background there.
Hey, not Fire, Premier, talk.
Can't hear me?
I got a lot of backfeed, bro. A lot of
backfeed.
It's like a little static. It's just a little static in the background. It might just be, you might either have your mic super high, or I don't know what type of mic you're using. Are you using like an XLR mic, or
I never
whatever
usually
the case
have
may
it.
be?
Make sure my audio processing is turned on.
Yeah, it's bad,
Yeah,
bro.
you got the robo voice. It might be the
Okay,
static.
Rosie Wren, I'm going to go ahead and put you down. Thanks for coming up there, Rosie.
You're welcome. Love you, Blood. Mwah. Marry me one day.
No, Vampira's my wife, and she always
I'm
will.
kidding.
Okay, you take care.
See you later. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. Mwah. Bye.
Oh man, I can't even fit my popsicle stick in here.
Hey, good to see you too. Hey, the man who refused to die. How you doing, Patch, my man? What's going on, my man? I don't know what's going on.
Actually, I just checked my connections. This is a lot better now.
Is it not still staticky? I might have to close out the browser. This StreamYard glitched out like a crazy bastard.
Yes, it's you still got a really bad static.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just gonna close out my whole entire thing. I'm gonna grab the link and just paste it in the browser.
All right, bro.
I'll tell you a little. I'll tell you some good news, man. You hear about Gronkowski?
I hear he's going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, they traded him. I totally forgot. I thought he retired, but I guess they retired. That's awesome, though. Tampa Bay's gonna be they're gonna be a dangerous team. That NFC South's gonna be like the NFC West. Ooh.
Getting over coronavirus said, hey, Will Life, hey, Patch, would you like to come up? Maybe you and Fire could talk about it, because that's what this interview is about. Him had the coronavirus, and him getting and had the coronavirus. So would you like to come up on panel? The man refused to die. How you doing, Premier?
Does it sound better now?
Nope.
No.
We got the static.
Okay, I'm gonna restart my PC. I'll be back.
All right, bro.
I recommend just if whatever your mic they're using, just unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, it's my camera too.
See,
and my computer's been running for like 14 days straight without a restart, so it's Windows. So I don't think that's for me to restart it.
14.
I mean, who does that? I know something like that. You gotta shut it down and then let her restart. You know.
Yeah, you might have to do that if you do that.
It only takes like what 2 minutes? Not even that. It's pretty fast.
All right, Premier, you can come back up. You know that.
All right, I'll be back.
That was funny, man. 14. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. But all right.
Well, the man refused to die. Said he can't come up. It's still late. It's late where he is, and he's still having breathing issues. So yeah, he can't come up.
Well,
So,
I'll recommend this. If this is just me, I see through family member. If they have let's say for example, if they start getting symptoms where they can't breathe, you gotta take them to the hospital. I'm sorry, take them to the hospital.
maybe a little, yeah.
I was asking about the stomach pains because I've been having pain like right here, all down here.
He said his was the bubble guts. That's what he said.
That's kind of what it feels like. And I do have the shortness of breath. I mean, it feels like I'm gasping for air, like I'm trying to breathe. But I've checked my oxygen, and it's good.
Right.
And my cough ain't dry. My cough I got mucus.
Right.
That's the only thing. And I keep getting these damn headaches.
Fire, I want your toboggan.
My brother's behind. My brother's behind me. He can vamping. My brother's behind you. They can see you. Fire. Yeah. 21 dislikes. I know, Ghostly.
Hello, everybody. Or hello, Sean. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
I said you gotta protect this house, man. Yeah. I mean, we're just protecting the house, so you gotta help out everybody too, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you this though. I've noticed people have been buying a lot more guns. A lot more guns. Like in New York, I'll give you an example. You can only buy 50 rounds.
Hey, Short Fry.
Well,
in a certain time.
You have an advantage over us on that one.
Yeah, yes and no, but it's rounds on
Is that better?
guns have been
going
up.
Better.
Right.
Yeah, I figured it was the freaking because it would actually when I restarted it kept trying to. Well, it's just it installed a few updates and then it had to install another update for something else, and it's probably in the middle of installing crap. I had like maybe 70 browser windows open. I had Excel open. I had Premiere Pro open. I had Photoshop open like 2 or 3 times. I was probably running out of memory.
Damn, Premiere.
I mean, it's nice having 32 gigs of
I
RAM.
know exactly what you would do, man. That happened to me sometimes
Damn
too,
it.
man. Like I have to like delete a lot of stuff. Like on my PlayStation, for example, like let's say you have a lot of friends, you probably experienced it too, Blood. Where if you have a lot of friends and you'll be in a game, it can like kick you out or it'll load slower.
Right. This Wheel Life wants to know: are you a gamer, Fire Fist?
I absolutely am a gamer. I'm a gamer for life.
This Wheel Life. If you do not know who Fire Fist is, he's a Twitch streamer. He's got over 2,000 followers on Twitch.
And I'm at 2,300 followers.
2,300.
I'm on and off with my stream. Like I'll take breaks and all that because I got other stuff to do. But I'm definitely streaming more and more often. Like one thing that I'm trying to explore in this field more, I'm in virtual reality. I don't know if you guys know what that means. It's pretty much the best way I could put it. Just imagine you put on a headset and you play the game through that way. I play on a PC and a PlayStation, but most games that you probably guys know, like I'll play Apex Legends, Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'll play that. I'll play shooter games. I'll play Call of Duty sometimes, even though this Call of Duty made my blood go up, blood pressure go up. But I'll tell you a little thing. You know how I met Blood?
Paco, my
He's
man.
He's known me for a long time.
Long time.
Actually, Blood's good at this. He's good at story time. Tell him how you met me.
So, how I met Crispy Brains. Oh God, sounds like yeah. What games do you play? I am a gamer. The man refused to die wants to know. And Fire Fist, are you a Star Wars fan? And what is your favorite character?
Okay, the Star Wars question. You see this hat right here? See this hat? This is Star Wars. All right. Where's my other hat? There's at least 4 hats in my room that are Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I watch the movies. I read the books. I play the games. I probably probably have every Star Wars game out there, from the old generation on the PlayStation 2, everything like that. Oh, I'm a big absolute fan. Another question: what games I play predominantly? I'll play if off my Twitch. I'll play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm pretty good at that game. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world because there's always somebody better than you. I always presume that. I'll play pretty much in EA games. I've played shooter games, like games when the best way I can put it, games where you run and shoot and do this type of stuff, competitive type of games. I'm not saying I'm competitive. I don't believe I'm not game battles. I'm not a professional gamer. I'm not, but I'm above the average. I'm above the average.
I say bullshit that you're not competitive because you really are. Premier Hell.
I'm not competing. Like I'm not doing
I fit in
MLG.
here a lot better now. I got lots of room to wiggle.
That is a good. I like that bacon. You're making me hungry.
Hey, Premier, you got people talking to you in chat. You got Apocalypse telling you hello, what's up, bitch, and you got.
I waved at him. I was like, whatever.
And you got Nikki Pink in the chat talking to you.
I lost the chat window. Hold on.
So anyway, I met Fire Fist when he was 16 years old, 15, 16, somewhere around there. And
8th grade. So yeah. 14.
Well, okay, 14. And I met him playing Call of Duty. Imagine that. But and this man has we've been friends. We've been friends ever since. As I said, I've known this man since he's been 14 years old, and I help not really help grow him, but I've had a lot of influence on him, and it's good to see him out there doing his Twitch streams, and it's good to see him. I'll be honest, I have no idea what Fire Fist is on about. Paco, he had the virus on. He had the coronavirus, and now he is cleared from it, and now he goes back to work. I cannot give you what he does as a profession, but that's
It's essential. That's the best. It's essential. It's not. If you guys not want to know, essential is like, yeah, they need people like this. They need you to work like, you know how like small businesses and all this type of other stuff, like the non-essentials, like the other stuff, like these small businesses like restaurants, all these type of different stuffs, or anything that's not essential, or they mandate you can't go to work. I'm in a profession where you have to.
right.
Like
Right.
you're working. You're working.
So, Premier, do you have any questions for Fire?
I've pretty much studied COVID-19. I've been keeping up on it back in mid-December when they were talking about it possibly becoming a pandemic, and then they announced it that they even what? I don't understand how the dates. Do you think the dates on COVID-19 actually add up correctly? Because I could have swore it was like right after Christmas, before New Year's, right before Christmas is when I started seeing, heard about it. I could have swore that.
No, you're right. China had this virus since, I would say, November. Roughly November.
That's the rumor I got, but I didn't learn about it until November. I mean, not November, December, mid-December.
How you doing, Natural? How are you doing? Fire Fist, Paco wants to know how old you are.
I'm 26.
So yeah, I've known him for 10 years. I've known this man for 10 years there, Paco.
12 years. It'll be 12, but yeah, it was 12.
Oh, okay.
But,
14. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I can't count. I've known this man for 12 years.
No, man. No, you're good, man. I said, look, you're round up, round down, man. At this time, man, look, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I could tell you, Paco, me and Ridden, have we had our ups and downs? Absolutely. It was like anything. That's what makes our bond better friends. We've had times that I wanted to hit him over the head with a mallet, and there's times that he wanted to hit me over the head with a mallet. But he's almost like I would say he's like a cousin.
Would this mask work good?
Oh my God, Master Chief's in this chat now.
Would this mask work good for COVID-19 or no?
Yeah, I think that would. You just don't take it off. But I'll tell you this: the seal, he ain't gonna be able to breathe in the helmet, man.
So,
breathe in the helmet.
Is there anybody else in the chat that has any questions for Fire Fist before I cut the stream off, because I got to go upstairs with my wife. You awake, Nikki? It's Nikki Pink. No.
Are the shelves still bare of toilet paper in your area?
You're getting toilet paper, man. Woo! Good luck. I said good luck. I mean, thank God we had toilet paper and all this type of stuff for a while, but like I said, if you ain't got toilet paper, you gotta get one of these. Get wet ones. If you got no other option, you gotta get some wet ones because they're still in stock. But toilet paper, some people have to use sandpaper and paper towels.
Sandpaper, damn, that's like the cheap toilet paper.
You're gonna have to start cutting trees down, but no, here's the thing too. Where I'm at, the one thing I say that people aren't totally stupid now. They're only allowing you to buy a certain quantity of certain things. Like there's rules. You can't just, oh look, let me go hoard all of this and do that. Like I'll give you one guy actually got in a lot of trouble for this. The FBI actually went after him for it in Brooklyn. The guy had over 1 million masks and he just hoarded them. And you'll see people, another strategy people would do. They'll know all this stuff. This is like February, maybe January. People were buying like bulks and bulks of hand sanitizer, all these different types of stuff, and then they'll be selling at a higher price. Well, a lot of them are being arrested for that because you're not supposed to do an extreme price like that. You're not supposed to do that.
What's going on, Keel? How are you?
What's up, panel?
Or Cree, I mean, sorry.
What you guys doing tonight?
None, talking about the coronavirus. Nikki Pink wants to know what part of New York are you from there, Fire Pist?
I can't say a specific town, but I'm in the southern tip. New York's a pretty big state, but I'll give you an idea. Like maybe an hour north of or 90 minutes from New York City.
There you go. There you go, Nikki Pink.
Hey, Bud, did you know that you can hover over the membership badges and tell how long they've been, even if they have the same emoji? They just must have did that because I didn't notice it until now.
No, I did not know that.
Premiere.
What's up, Cree?
Awesome fucking 3D action, man.
Yeah, that's the premiere.
Which Snapchat filter is that?
Let me see. What is it called? It's called toilet paper. It's actually called toilet paper by Phil.
So, did I read the title of the story wrong tonight? Was somebody here affected by Corona?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm out of toilet paper. I have to be toilet paper.
Fire Fist?
Fire Fist was, yeah.
I actually missed the beginning of the episode. Can you give me like a quick rundown of everything we've talked about before I got here? Like, what was that like?
What was it like? I mean, me personally, I feel like crap. Just think of having a flu, having a bug, and just feeling like you got drained. Like, I'm pretty healthy and all that type of stuff, but there's people in my house that have had worse symptoms, and they're lucky to be alive. But when I first had it, I noticed I couldn't really taste anything. It was just weird. Like, if I had anything salty, I couldn't eat it.
What was the shock factor when somebody said, yeah, you tested positive? Like, what was going through your head?
I mean, there's other people in my house that tested positive for me, but I was just like, oh, snap.
Unbelievable. I can't even fathom if I would, because I think I had a little bit of allergies yesterday from cutting the lawn, and I just, that shit's enough to scare you, though, right?
Yeah, but the best way you'll know the symptoms is if you normally don't get it and you're just like, wait a minute, it'll catch you by surprise. I noticed once the first symptom was with my nose, like it just felt like it was clogged up. It just felt very congested and I couldn't really eat anything. And then my next symptom, I just felt really tired. I was just like sweating. And then the following symptom, I had a high fever.
There was like 3 months last year back that I had like this chest cold I couldn't get rid of. I could feel it in there. I had a steady cough. This thing was hardcore. I don't think I had any high temps, but do you think there's any possibility that there was maybe like a demo copy shooting around the universe? Maybe those that might have felt something 6 months ago was maybe like the beginning of it now?
I mean,
is there a possibility?
If you go by what the virus was, this is a mutated version of. They've had something similar in China called SARS.
Dude,
they had it.
I feel like this was an engineered weapon that got out of hand somewhere. Honestly, I'm just gonna say that right now. Fuck it, y'all can think what you want, but bro,
did you see the news that they actually accused China of it came out of a lab? They actually found that out. It came out of a lab. I watched the news on that one.
I think,
bro, you can't convince me somebody ate a little bat dick and fucking got sick as shit.
I don't believe it.
Come on, guys, this is worldwide.
Why would they call it SARS
bullshit
if it wasn't being engineered?
Hold on. We got a question in the chat. Vexita Vexita wants to know: was you on a ventilator, Fire Fist?
No, if I was on a ventilator, I would not be here right now.
Damn.
100%. If I was on a ventilator, as I've been in the hospital, ventilators are like serious. Like you're critical. Like it. Like you're seeing the Grim Reaper. Like
The closest
That's how bad it
interaction I've had with this COVID is my ex's bestie. Her boyfriend died from it, just like freaking over the course of half a week. And then my best friend, his elderly mother, she's in her late 70s. She had it and beat it. But this tough ass battle axe, she beat cancer before 30 years ago. So, I mean, that's the closest I've seen interaction. It's almost like it doesn't exist. But it's like, dude, you have to take it that serious. It's unreal.
you do. I mean, it depends on the region you're in too. I mean, up where I'm at, it's. I remember when in New York, when it was the town, New Rochelle. I remember when the first person that got it in New York, and then we were like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, we'll be fine. I was like, okay, I can kind of like doing all this, like, okay, I gotta be aware of this. Give it like a week later, it went like boom, like a snap of a finger. You just see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people getting this, and you're seeing people.
So it's
dying
safe to
left
say
and right.
your case was one of the many statistics that happened in New York 2020.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
my case.
That's going to be a story for the grandkids. I'm telling you, bro. And you live to tell about it.
I
Thank
can
God.
tell people I had the virus. I mean, yeah, I'll be able to tell them I had the virus, but I'll tell you this though. I had symptoms and everything. If anybody had to have any type of symptoms, or if they got the virus, they want to have it like I did. You'd want to have the way I had it. I know,
And that's
people-
what I said.
most
I said,
people from
look,
me that
they're really beating down our hatches about the damn social distancing and whatnot. I haven't seen anyone that sick walking around in public. And if I did, the smart thing to do would be to stay home. Why would you bring your sick ass out in public like that? So there's that. We haven't seen any COVID victims walking around because they can't. It's not physically feasible.
It's asystematic, so it can spread before you actually start to feel
Yeah, no, we're not talking about being a
That's what it
secret silent carrier. We're talking about walking around and you're like, like I've seen signs on businesses that says, if you're coughing, if you have a fever, don't come in this building.
Yeah, no,
and these
but
are
that's the thing,
public
that
stores.
They can't tell if you have it, but they're saying that it
Yeah.
that you even sneezing or
you know what they're
coughing,
doing now too.
which is
Yeah.
hard.
But you know
Well,
what
the
they're
best
doing
thing
now,
is they
like-
keep us away from each other so that it doesn't go out of hand. It's like I said earlier on my show tonight. I said, what if the government was given an option to say, you don't have to close down restaurants. You don't have to close down bars. If you want the choice, you can go to work as if it's a normal day.
My fault. My fault.
We would all be more infected faster.
That's true. And what if there's a thing that I was going to ask, but I don't know how to word it. But I mean, because I got sick back in right after the March 13th, because I was like sick right 2 days before I got a cold, like a really bad, like I felt sick, like not like didn't have a fever, just had like a cough, that had a runny nose. And
Did you still walk around people though?
I had no choice because I had the kids. I had to go get food. I had to go do stuff.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like beat down in the ground, and I covered my face. I didn't put a mask on or anything. I was being really careful because I heard about that being around. But I mean, there's no. What else am I supposed to do? I have to go pick up my kids. There's nobody else to do it. You know, what am I supposed to do? So
That's my thing. I'm terrified.
They closed the schools down 2 days after that before I started sneezing and stuff. But I never had a fever though. So I've never been tested, so I have no idea if I had it. But they're telling me that I could have had it, and they're saying that the fever is not the only symptom that you have to have. Well, I don't even know what to believe on that now, because there's so much misinformation out there.
You're absolutely right.
I always thought that was when I first understood it. I always thought that was the main way of finding out if you actually came down with it or not.
I'll give you an example. I know somebody that didn't have any of those symptoms, coughing, none of my symptoms. You know how they could tell that they had it? They broke out in hives, just like
wow.
allergic hives, and they had it. They tested and they had it.
Did you do the actual nose swab?
Oh, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you.
I heard it's pretty painful.
I'll tell you.
I
I
had the
tested.
flu. That's the same. They do the same thing.
I had the mask on.
All the way in the back of your nostril, all the way back down into your throat. It's so freaking annoyingly intrusive. It's like,
when they did, when I did the test, I did it through a drive-through. I went into the mountain. area I did, described area. I went into Mountain State Police was there. Went through. They asked me, "What's your number?" Blah blah blah. I was like, "Okay, yes, this. That's okay. Proceed to the right, and you just see the military, the National Guard lead you to. There's like multiple tents, and it's like just imagine going to do McDonald's. You go through a drive-through tent, and they ask your name and all that type of stuff.
Golly, boy.
And then they said you can't roll down your window. I had to put all my IDs on my front windshield, and then the nurse came by and they had to confirm who I am. And when they did the test, I rolled down the window. I pulled my mask down. First thing they did, they stuck it right in my nose. Felt like it went in my brain. I was like, oh.
I seen a physical diagram. They actually show how deep that thing goes.
Oh,
and it actually goes past your sinus cavity and literally touches the back of the top of your throat.
Like exactly when I stuck in my nose, like when I'm pointing my finger, it felt like.
And they say it's so painful.
I felt my nose. I felt the pain for like an hour. I was like, God damn. I was like, ah. And then
like
the throat wasn't that bad. The throat was actually not that bad. I didn't feel it. It was just like, okay, so again, bam, that was it. The nose was probably the worst. I was just like, oh, I was like, oh. It was.
Was there anybody walking around in hazmat suits? Wasn't that crucial yet?
Testing.
You know what's really crazy?
They were wearing masks and normal stuff.
You want to talk about conspiracy?
Hazmat suits, but they were wearing like the little jumpsuits, not the hazmats.
They were armored up though, huh?
Hazmat.
Yeah.
You know how easy it would be for the government to actually put out tests that would occasionally test the regular flu as a COVID flu, and this would all just be fake, and it would actually just be the regular flu because that happens to kill like so many people, and it's just always around. And why do they keep saying it's going to go away in the summertime when it's already in Australia where it's summertime when it was wintertime here? Isn't it Australia?
This is why I believe
this is a different strain. They're not going to just write this off as, oh, this might have been the super flu. Nah, there is recognizable traits.
I'm just saying it's possible, isn't it? Could you be that? Could we?
Well, yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah, we could. I legitimately think they'll come out with a vaccine in the winter because look at the time. Look, if they had the vaccine, look how long China had it. They've had it for 4 months, and they got nothing. People still dying.
That's why I think this is a biological weapon, because this was just an incident where somebody ate in a bat and somebody got sick and it fucking transgressed worldwide. We would have had a cure by now. Bro, this wasn't used the bat. They used the flu strain as a carrier for the actual poison to get you. You see what I'm saying? This is an airborne freaking ordeal, bro.
It has the same exact characteristics, pretty damn near to the T of what the Spanish flu had. I mean, it literally it was a respiratory thing. It filled your lungs up, and your body overreacted, and you started
it's like a constant pneumonia.
Your own immune system.
It'll cause heart problems too, and it'll cause blood clots in your legs. It will cause a lot of symptoms. You learn every day. I'll give you another story I heard. I don't know if you remember the doctor that they locked up and all that type of stuff. He passed away. Another doctor that was working with them. One of his symptoms now, his skin got darker because of the virus caused problems in his liver, so his face was just darker.
Damn.
My thing is, I think it's just causing everything. It's like the disease that will cause it. If you have this problem, it's the key to unlocking everything else that you had problems with that you might have not noticed. Now it's just like, oh, look, you got this, and you're dropping dead.
Well, I mean, this is apparently mutating every day, maybe, you know?
It's already mutated. What is it, up to 5 times now? I haven't really keeping up on it lately.
Probably.
But my Wheel Life has a question that says, but my question is, why are they listing everybody just as death as COVID? Why?
One of my friends mentioned that about 2 weeks ago, and I had to tell him to leave me alone about it. He said that if you're in the hospital, and let's say you die of a stroke or something or a heart attack, they still list it off as COVID even to this day. That is a good question.
That is a good question. You're right.
And what about the ones in China?
It's been happening.
They released the numbers they corrected the numbers in China.
No, those numbers are fixed. For one, you're not going to get accurate numbers out of no damn body like that because it protects their shit on the front end.
Sure
Number
is.
two, we can still ride this off as an accident.
That's
Oops.
what I just
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know what they. I don't know
Nobody
what
can
they're
take
gonna do with
blame.
China, but I don't know what to say with China, but I think they knew.
Man,
and
North
they could've
Korea
stopped
probably
it.
dropped this on us. They just slick moved into China. You never know nothing, man. You can think for
yeah,
days
that's
and
right.
days on end.
They said we don't
What's
need
his name?
nuclear warhead.
Kim Jong Un.
Kim
They're
Jong.
saying
You
that he
know
might
Kim
pass
Jong
away.
Un's not even out and about anymore.
Yeah, they said he's sick
He
today or
he
something.
got sick on his own virus.
Probably because he's lax as hell on what the fuck he wants to do. He is king, you know.
He might have caught the virus.
He might have. There's a strong chance.
You can't even. There's no telling what happens in that country, man. It's so blocked.
Look at the.
He even had his own. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We were saying like anybody. If anybody thinks that, oh look, I can't get this virus, and I'm telling you, this is me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional telling you this, but my solely opinion. You're stupid if you don't think you can get this.
No, you'll get it. You'll wish that you just like worse than the flu. Everybody gets it. It's just if you whether you're not or you'll die from it is another question.
Yes. I'm wondering every day is this another 14-day stretch for me to possibly protract it? Or am I in the last 3 days before I go full of it, you know? Like that's too much stress in itself.
Besides the people passing away and people getting sick, I just feel bad that everybody that has a business or owns, like, let's say you own a bakery, you have a job where you have to be out there and you're not allowed to do that. And even just check, you might get, depending on how you get it, you might get a $1,200 check, you might get this. It ain't gonna last you that long. I'm telling people that it's not gonna last.
So
it's not gonna last.
Hey, Creed, this is the first time I've met you, by the way. I'm Blood X, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Blood.
Nice, true. But I do have a question for you since you're up here and since you're new to my panel. I have a question for you. And I've asked everybody this that has joined the panel. Do you think this virus is man-made?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now that we're all on the same page.
Well, it's funny. I just found your channel last night. I was lying in bed, fighting sleep, and I found it. I subbed because I liked what was going on, the tone of it. And today I got hit with a notification. I'm like, hey, I went earlier on my show. I thought I'd like to jump in and see what this title was about on this one. And
Can you write in chat so I can jump to your channel real quick and see what yours is about, bub?
Yeah, we do interviews, IRL streams. I do unboxings. Just whatever. I don't really have a theme for it yet, but I'm still trying to grow stuff going on. But yeah, dude, it's like this. We had talked about it on another channel. What if another country stood up and said, haha, checkmate?
I got a question. How
enemy lines would be drawn. Now we have to fire bombs at who released this at us. No one's going to take responsibility for this.
Crazy Brains, how come when I click to your channel it goes to Jack Dawson?
Never heard of a Jack Dawson, but
every time I click your channel link, every time I click your name, it goes.
It'll sometimes mess up. So try to catch it when he types in. What do you mean?
It's all one word. The icon of the profile pic is like a splattered brain in a pan, if you will. That's me.
Well, I was just curious because every time I click onto your channel, it takes me. Cree knows me. Cree, you know Nikki Pink?
No.
Nikki Pinky says he don't know you.
Nikki, tell me some more about you. Maybe we'll figure out who you is. No, just dig around. It's on there. I'm only 180 subs deep. I'm still looking. Cover a lot of music stuff, concert footage, whatnot.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of a mixed bag.
I swear to God, it takes you to Jack Dawson every time I click your channel. It's pissing me off.
Well, my name's not Jack or Dawson, so
is there even a Jack?
I'd keep on scrolling.
What? Say that again, Premier.
Is there even a Jack Dawson in the chat?
Here, let me see if I can drop a link.
No, you're not a mod. You can't.
Unless you got to permanently block, I can allow it if it pops up.
Channel.
As
Yeah,
his channel.
Yeah, if he drops a link, go ahead. Hey, Grim Reaper Soul Singer, how are you?
Depends on if you got it permanently blocked or not, Blood. I don't know how I can't remember where you set your. I don't know what you set your settings as. It'll just tell you can't, right? It'll just immediately remove it if it's completely blocked.
Is he from the Titanic? That's what I was thinking too, the real life. you hit the nail on the head. But Fire Fist, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming up and hanging out and sharing your story with us. I'd like to tell you thank you.
Well,
say something in the chat.
I'm glad I was able to spread it. I was
say
glad
something
that I
in the
can.
chat.
What's up?
Say something in the chat. Just say hi. I could probably.
YouTube's been acting really weird. If you click on the profile, it just says report or block.
Well, no, if you just drop it, I got the grab channel link thing, and if it's usually it works.
There's a link somewhere on the YouTube. If
it's
I can
Crispy Brains, is that it?
Yeah, with a Z.
I got it. Here, I'll drop it in there.
You found it?
No, I have to. You have to get it right when it drops. Sometimes it glitches out the go to channel thing. Right when it drops, it gets it almost every time. There's his link. That's Crispy Brains link right there. That's your link. And if you're wondering,
boom, y'all add me up. I'll be back to join the chat and
there
watch
you
the
go.
show.
I got you.
I'm an instant fan, guys. Awesome show.
Right on.
If you guys want to join my shit, join on the panel.
I got you subscribed up, Chris.
All right. Stop by and visit, man. Everybody else is welcome.
Hey, Blood,
Yes, Fire.
I have a quick question. What do you think they're going to be doing with the NFL this season? Or what do you think of the draft? How do you feel about them doing the virtual draft? How do you think
As
that's
long as they're
be?
staying safe, I mean, anybody can get fucking drafted to the NFL as long as as long as it's viral and they're staying safe and whatever.
Are you excited for this draft?
Not really.
I was hearing your quarterback, Dak Prescott, and Mr. Jerry Jones are.
Well, I could tell you what the problem is. It's not money. It's not the money thing. The problem is Dak wants a 4-year contract and Jerry Jones wants a 5-year contract. That's the problem.
I get that. He wants that. I get
Thanks,
both
Kermit.
ends.
Come on by.
Hello, Carla and friends. Hello.
How would you feel? I'm hearing rumors that they're talking about drafting. The Cowboys might draft a quarterback.
Well, if they do, it's whatever. They can develop one. It doesn't matter. We need a backup behind. Bossy put nipples. We need.
What do you want, Bossy?
Yeah, I mean.
I'll ask you this:
there you go, Bossy. There you
go. Do you think Dak Prescott deserves that contract? Because if you look at it, the Cowboys,
I think he deserves a 4-year, $100 million contract. That's what I believe that's what I believe he deserves. I believe he is not one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. He is a top 10 for sure, but he's not a top. He's not a top.
I agree. I can tell you the positive thing about him. The man never gets hurt. He's very consecutive being in games, but my only problem is he does have talent, but in his division, I think personally Carson Wentz is a little bit better than
but
Dak
Carson
Prescott.
Wentz is like glass, man. He breaks so easy.
Absolutely, but the only thing is though, he's gone farther, even though he's been glass. But I'm not going to blame it on Dak because look, his numbers are solid. I really can't really blame it on Dak too much. I think it's a whole thing in general. I think it's more they had a bet. I don't think Jason Garrett was a good coach. I don't think so. He was all right, but he's not. Their setup wasn't good. And their offensive coordinator was it Moore, I believe. he wasn't that good either. Because look at the weapons you guys had. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, he had a good running back, one of the best running backs in my opinion. You had a good receiver, Amani Cooper, and was it Gallup? I think Gallup did better than Amani Cooper. I think he choked some points. And your defense,
Oh my God, our
your
defense is horrible.
your cornerbacks, man. The cornerbacks on the Dallas Cowboys and the safety, it was very suspect.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad they got rid of. I'm glad they picked up Clinton Dix. They did pick him up for a safety position, but they definitely need so. And they let Byron Jones walk. They let Byron Jones walk. He was our big corner, and I think they need to get rid of Awuzie because he's garbage. They need to draft two brand new corners. That's what I feel.
I wouldn't say draft. I think they should look in the free agent market and look for that.
But
thing.
I
think
there ain't really any good corners.
They could trade too. Like they can get some. There's some good corners that they can get. They can get what's his name? One guy that I think possibility is Patrick Pearson. I think he.
Hey, South of Heaven, what's going on, my dude? South of Heaven, that's a huge quarterback. Or that's a huge Cowboy fan. How you doing, South of Heaven? What's up, my dude? You want to join the panel there, South of Heaven?
I'll give you an example. When the Cowboys played, like one of the games they played last year, one of the games they played was against the Rams. They destroyed the Rams. I thought they were as good as, I'm a 49ers fan. They looked as good as the 49ers. At their best, they look like as good as the 49ers. Like, they could destroy any team. They could destroy it. Like, they were fearless, but it was just silly mistakes they made, too. A lot of silly mistakes.
Right.
Silly mistakes. Like, I thought at one point they could beat the 49ers. If they had everything, it would have been a heck of a game.
Who are you talking about? Who could beat the Niners? Obviously, Kansas City did, but...
No, I'm saying the Cowboys at their peak, when they destroyed... I don't even know if you remember that game where they destroyed the Rams, like, bad. Like, they just... The Rams beat the Seahawks the previous week. Like, they beat up the Seahawks pretty bad, and then they went to Dallas, and they got destroyed by the Cowboys. Like, I was like, oh, my God. I said, if they play like this, if they play like that against the Rams... that they would, I think they could beat the 49ers. Now, I'm a 49ers fan.
Right, I knew that.
And the reason why Kansas City beat the 49ers because of bad play calling at the end. I thought overall, before that half, or even the third, let's put the third quarter, the 49ers were better than the Chiefs. It's just the fourth quarter, they started doing stupid little mistakes. That's what cost them. And the fact that, why would you have Garoppolo throw a deep pass at a time when you didn't need to, or you're giving away. My thing is, don't give Kansas City the ball. Don't give them an opportunity. Look what happened when they played the Texans in the playoffs. The Texans were up by like 4 scores, 24 points, and then they started doing little mistakes here and there, and then the Chiefs came back and destroyed them. They scored almost, it was like almost 50, right? It was a high-scoring game. But it's just the simple mistakes. I'd rather, honestly, if the 49ers ran the ball or threw it to Kittle more often, 49ers are the Super Bowl champs. But look, I'm not gonna just comfort Kansas City. They deserve it. I'm happy that the 49ers went from 4-12 to going to the Super Bowl. Anybody would be happy if you're a fan of any team.
Well, I agree. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. My wife needs me upstairs. So, Fire Fist, I want to say, thank you for coming up, sharing your story with us.
Yeah.
Cree, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Blood.
Hey, not a problem, bro. I hope to join your panel one day. And I
hope so as well.
Get to know you, my man. And Premier Hell, thank you, my man, for coming in and hanging out and
trying to cheer up a depressing topic. I know. You're welcome.
No, I know this. This is probably my last stream I'll ever do about the COVID-19 because people are really tired of sick about it.
I know, right?
But Big Heck, you could come look at my streams. I also need a blood raid. But guys, Cree, go live, brother. True helpers wanting you to go live, Cree.
All right. We'll see. Fire Fist, I hope you get well, man. Shouts out to you. Be strong, brother. Premier,
Thank you, man. I appreciate
awesome get up, dude. Super awesome. It's a pleasure to meet you all, man.
Check you out, man.
It's a pleasure meeting you too, Cree.
Y'all come on back anytime, you man.
At first I thought you was a troll. I really
No. I ain't with the bullshit, bro. I think this is a pretty steady channel. I like it, so I like it. I'll tune in.
I do a thing on my channel called I do a thing on my channel called Getting to Know, which when I pull people up one by one out of the crowd.
Yeah, I think you did that last night, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it wasn't last night. It was
you did it the other day. It was either last night or the night before.
Sunday. Yeah, I did that. I do that. Getting to know.
You brought them on for like 5 minutes, and you were like on to the next. Yeah, that was a pretty fresh little bit, man. Nobody thinks of that shit.
Right. Well, I do. But all right, guys. Thank you all for the chat. Thank you all, everybody, for being here. Thank you all for the super chats. I love each and every one of you all. Thank you all very much for being here. Y'all have a good one. Much love, much respect. Blood X and Fire Fist and Premier. We're all out of here, guys. Peace.